Today's Sunday, 15th of October 2023, and we've already been to an autumn fair in Palma Nova, and now we've come to Lluchmajor, where there's a more of an agricultural fair, and we're starting off with some birds of prey. So this is actually the centre for falconry, and they've got some examples of the birds here.
Don't look real, do they?
Tenía los ojos cerrados, tapados. Tenía los ojos tapados. Pregúntaselo al chico. Pregúntaselo tú. ¿Puedes preguntar?
I've been a bit unlucky today with the weather. It's been pouring down with rain this morning, and it was raining on the way here. There's a fairground there with all the fun fair rides. Doesn't think they're going to be much fun today. We're just in the grounds of a school here, and there's a school table there, raising a little bit of money. That's one of the things they do here now. It didn't used to be like that, but nowadays they are actually using these fairs to raise money for special outings for the children. So if they go on trips, help to raise money, or some special sort of event for the schools. And I think it does help the children to realise that you have to work to get your money. It is an agricultural fair, and there's obviously been a lot of things going on this morning that we've already missed. We just walked past all of these cages here. They're empty now. And here we have got some not quite closed up yet. We'll have a look at those. Going to get a bit smelly. You can't appreciate that, can you?
No, ancora bello.
So it looks like most of the animals have already been taken away. It's now lunchtime, so after half past one. So all of these, we're just catching the tail end of it. I did come a couple of years ago when Anita was in England, and do some video then, so you can look back at that and see what else there might have been. Definitely a bit of smelly vision here. We get the food trucks here. But, you see, normally the weather will be fine. People will be on the fairground there, and they're coming out here for food. So unlucky with the weather today. Yesterday was a beautiful day.
Yesterday though, wasn't it? It's been on all week, hasn't it, this day?
This is, I think, yes, it has been on the last few days. Well, they've had various fairs here quite a while actually now. And this is like the culmination of the agricultural fair. If the weather stays clear, then later on this afternoon it will all build up again. There are people out and about, so taking advantage in a little bit of a dry spell.
Not quite like the food trucks in England, are they?
No. These are very typical Spanish ones for the fairs that they have here. And games for the children. Candy floss, go freeze. And we see this barbecue at quite a few of the different fairs that we go to. It's some barbecue, eh? And a nice, clever way of raising and lowering it. And, look at those for sausages. And they've got all the bits to go with them down here, including the chips, patatas fritas. Lots of food trucks here. There's the black pork, it's closed at the moment. It's always good. And next one, chicken. King's chicken. Burgers and the like. Loud music. Hamburgers. It's the sort of food we have today.
That's all being done up.
There's the, so down there we've got more of the agricultural machinery type things, which I like, so might have to have a look down there later on. Umbrellas, they could be order of the day today. I was just looking at, I don't know whether something that big would be big enough for me. I don't want anything huge because I don't want to carry a lot of things. Maybe something like one of these. But the smaller one at the top, I don't know.
Good price. Quiero comprar.
Well, I've succumbed to the man bag thing. What's it? Give it a try. I paid 20 euros for this. It looks quite nice, and I think it's got enough pockets for me. And well, we'll see how it goes. But what's more exciting is while we were standing there, a young lady came up to us and said, "Ah!" And it was a former pupil, Mickey, who we taught many years ago, and she's now got children of her own and a brother Giorgio. So nice to bring back those happy memories from when we both taught at the same school many years ago, BIS. Anita looking at the Majorca tops again. I thought she was going to buy another one.
See how much they are.
Oh, right. Temporary tattoos, belts. So I came down here again when you were away, and I bought. This is where I bought the penknife from.
All right.
There's a little second-hand shop here. I've never seen this before. You can get some armour, or you can get yourself a very interesting costume there. Looks like a costume from a bullfighter.
Perdona que te enseño el audio. Que dice
Sun's actually coming out now, and Anita's forgotten her sunglasses.
I didn't think I'd need them.
Some of the stalls we may have seen in Algaida yesterday. The blankets are coming out. And one of the things they do as well, they put cars on show. So the local car sales rooms bring the cars out. And so we've got cars here from the different manufacturers. There's a Jeep, Fiat down there. And then there's a lot of stalls down there, which we'll probably catch up with as we come back down. But we're going to head in this direction, which is where the market normally is. I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit different today. We had the sobrasada this morning. It was delicious. We bought that in the Algaida market. It was really, really good. Students, who's probably doing his civil guard bit, civil protection. And the next big celebration, I suppose, it is Halloween, so we're getting some Halloween type things coming out now as well. Well, we're in sobrasada country, look at that. Oh. And even though the weather has been awful, people have come out. Badges and stickers and art gallery. No, I'm not going. This used to be the Chinese shop and it's now an art gallery. So with the sobrasada, which is normally just spread on bread, and that's how they're selling it here. So you can buy here a piece of bread with sobrasada on it. It's not cooked; it's just straight as it comes. And that's the typical way, the traditional way to eat the sobrasada, is sort of a breakfast sandwich, if you like, but just a piece of bread with sobrasada on. But we normally have it when we go out for dinner as an appetizer, really, before we even have a starter. One of our local restaurants, Cana Joana, they'll bring around the bread, which has been toasted. Then they'll bring around some garlic and some sun-dried tomatoes. We rub the garlic into the bread. Many people put olive oil on. I tend not to put the olive oil on, but many people do. And rub in the tomato. And so you've now got bread, garlic, tomato and olive oil. And then to top it off, they bring round sobrasada. But the sobrasada has been cooked with a little bit of honey. And so that's how I like to do it. So I, this morning, I did actually use the air fryer. Another art exhibition in there. So I took the sobrasada and I put it in a little tray, drizzled it with some honey, put it in the air fryer. 5-6 minutes was all it took, and it was delicious. Put it on the toast from the bread that I'd made in the air fryer. So it was an air fryer breakfast this morning, and Anita had some, and she enjoyed it too. With some crisps. These are always very popular. And crisps are something else I've actually made in the air fryer. And they were very successful too, and obviously a lot less oil. If you've got a sweet tooth, there's all the sweets you could possibly want there. Another antique and second-hand shop. If you like all your sweet things, dulces, they're all here. Look, wow, very colourful. And then over on this side we've got the nuts, roasted nuts. They've got a roasting machine at the end there. And then dried fruits, which are all sweetened as well though. Coconut, nugget. This is opened up recently, and it's a place we haven't been to yet. It's on our list of places to go. This is actually the old hotel here. It's the Hostel España. That's what it originally was. They now have a nice little restaurant at the bottom, which looks very inviting. Nice to see the sun coming out a little bit, and it's brightening up. And there's different pen knives. Always fascinates me. Homemade pen knives, homemade knives. It's very different from the market that we usually see here when we come on a Friday. This is much more the artisan market. And a lot more stalls than there were in Almanova this morning. Another one where the children are making money for their school trips. And of course they get all the mums and dads and aunts and uncles to come around and buy a piece of cake that they've made. That's what you want. We saw these were in Algaida yesterday. This is Anita's wool shop, or one wool shop where she has bought wool from here in the past. We did see this stall in Algaida, which doesn't like to have his photograph taken, so he won't get his photograph taken. It's homemade soap, and I've been receiving messages from Jeannie who'd like to come and live here, and it's one of the things she does, so I get some ideas. Very typical Mallorquin windmills there, basket work.
la mayoría de ellos.
Candles.
Paula, que te compre.
I was watching Money for Nothing yesterday, and the lady went to the rubbish tip and she got a whole lot of crockery, and with the cups and saucers, she made candles with them. So she just filled the cup with wax and put a wick in, and a rather lovely looking candle with a saucer to go with it. This comb here, which looks like a flick knife, brings back memories. I went to do some teaching at a school in England for a friend of mine who was the headmaster, and one of the teachers had confiscated the suspected flick knife and gave it to the headmaster, and there was 3 or 4 teachers standing around, and the headmaster had got this knife, and a suspected knife in his hand that had been confiscated from this poor lad, and said, oh, luckily there were no pupils around. I've always wanted to do this, and he pressed the button and out flicked a comb. Everyone just burst out in laughter. That was David, yes. It was not what any of us expected. It did genuinely look like a flick knife. Shops open today, some of them. Beautiful fans made with the material prints, which is typically Mallorquin. I think I need to spotted some earrings. Stainless steel things. And now we're just heading up to the main square here in Lluchmajor. And today it looks very full of stalls, market stalls, more than usual. Normally on a weekly market, this is where you would get your fruit and vegetables. But today is a little bit different. We start off with chestnuts. I do like chestnuts. It does make me think of bonfire night and that time. bars that are open. They're doing good trade today. They do have a bandstand here over there in green, and do entertainment around there later on maybe. Another sobrasada store. And cheese. We did buy some lovely cheese yesterday. Children at work today. We just spotted the flowers. Updated. Hummus restaurant, which we quite often go to.
I might get a sick woman. Haven't got one. Anita's looking at the plants. She says she wants a cyclamen. Están bien regadas, ¿eh?
The art exhibition in there. You have a little bit of sobrasada on bread for €1. And another store here with lots of lovely pastries that I like. I'm just by the side of the church, and been coming to Lluchmajor for years now, and we've never been in the church, never seen the church even open.
Sunday today as well, so I've had a sick woman.
Oh, look at that, she couldn't resist. Spend your last penny on the cyclamen. Just going to have a look to see if by chance on a Sunday the church is actually open. But I don't want to go in if there's a service, and I've not got the correct camera to video inside. There you go. I must be missing something here. One day we'll go. So I'm going to head back into the town. And we will be going back down the street we came up. So I'll turn the camera off and I'll put it back on when we start to see something that we hadn't seen before. Just leave it a moment because I've just seen another sort of arty shops open today, which I always tend to miss, I think. And this one here, some interesting pieces on the outside. Anyway, that's the main street that we've just walked up, so that's where we're going to go down. So, see you in a bit. We come down now to the lower part where the stalls are. This actually is undercover, but the rain stopped. Lots of cars there on that side for sale, and they're not all new ones. Some of these they're all second hand actually on this side. But they've got lots of stalls on here on this side. This is one for honey where you can actually see the bees doing their work.
Sin tierra, sin agua, sin...
¿Cómo se llama?
Y ahora cuando mueren, ¿cómo se llama?
Need your garden landscaped. Want it to look something like this? Then these are the people to consult.
Tela, si tienes una oscura, unas lenguas así, se pueden hacer de toda la vez.
Bon profit!
Some bars here.
Amazing.
Well, I just spotted this car and it's for sale. What a lovely little car that is. It's a Ford. Nice colour as well. I like the green. Bars here doing brisk trade. Here's some more pottery now. Some of this pottery actually is reminiscent of works that I used to see at Baleares, done by the students. They used to do things like this. Carrot beans. We've got the protection civil down here, civil protection. Some different infusions. That looks like fun, doesn't it? Civil protection people down at the bottom here. Looks like they're all on their lunch break. Is Adam there? Ah. lovely grandfather, grandmother clocks. I think that was a grand. Oh, actually, she's still got that.
Yeah.
Papà, spera un po' che cambiano un balocco.
No, mi non mi fa. Non ma.
Yeah, you bought wool from here. Yes. Well, I suppose it is getting to that time of the year when if you've got a house in the country, you're going to have your log fire and you can buy a trailer full of logs here. Bit of a breeze this side. Caravanning in the Tramontana. So, how fun is that? Is that what retired people do? Buy one of these and go driving around the world. Really smart machine, that. A double bunk bed. My reason for coming down here was just to have a quick look at some of the machinery, big machinery they have here. Well, it's actually big little machinery. Big boys' toys, I suppose. If you've got one of the gardens that needs a bit of work doing, maybe this is the sort of thing you want. Or if you've got a lot of work to do, then you're going to have something big like that. I think every boy would love something like that to play with in the garden. Well, I would have done anyway. Oh, Anita's sitting at a bar. Oh, typical. Es Reco. De Canreos. I think we had an interesting walk around the market and fair in Lluchmajor. Lots of things to see, and the weather's actually brightening up now. If you're coming by bus, that's the bus stop to get off. If you're coming from Palma, of course, and then right across the road on this side, that's where you get on. So thanks very much for watching the video, and we look forward to seeing you in our next one. Bye for now. Bye.